Welcome, both new and long-time Sagittarians, to my channel Zodiac Talks Tarot. Whether this is your first visit or you've been riding the cosmic waves with us for a while, you're in exactly the right place at exactly the right time. And no, that's not just a cute synchronicity. That's astrology doing its job. So take a breath, center yourself, and let's dive into why the final week of June 2025 is not just another square on your calendar. It's a turning point, a portal, and quite possibly a wake-up call dressed in celestial fire. Now, let me be perfectly clear, this is not business as usual. If you've been feeling an unshakable urge to book a one-way ticket to anywhere, write a manifesto at 3 a.m., or cry over old songs from high school, you're not going crazy. You're just Sagittarian, and the universe just kicked open the door to one of the most important energetic shifts of the decade. This is your moment, your spiritual high-speed lane, and yes, your metaphorical year of triumph 2025 boarding pass. Consider it a sort of karmic TSA pre-check. You re-cleared for takeoff, but only if you're brave enough to leap. In traditional astrology, this week is marked by a rare convergence of planetary heavyweights Pluto, Neptune, and Saturn coming together to rewrite the collective script. But unlike most cosmic reshuffles, this one is tailored for those who seek deeper meaning behind life's chaos. That's you, Sag. You've never been satisfied with surface-level explanations or pretty words with no weight. You want the truth, even if it's inconvenient. Even if it shows up in dreams, emotional upheavals, or the strange sensation that your spine is trying to transmit Morse code from a past life. Yes, I see you nodding. And here's the twist: the truth isn't just coming at you this week, it's coming through you. You are being called to step into a higher alignment with purpose, intuition, and a sense of vision that is both spiritual and surprisingly practical. This isn't about floating off into la-la land, it's about grounding your wildest ideals into something real, something built to last. Think less Burning Man epiphany and more monastery in the mountains with a Wi-Fi connection. But don't be fooled, this alignment also comes with a dash of humor, because let's be honest, the universe has a wicked sense of timing. Right when you're about to collapse from existential burnout, it whispers, now would be a great time to evolve. So yes, while you're navigating downloads, emotional detox, and maybe your third existential crisis of the week, just remember, you were made for this. The archer doesn't panic when the target moves, he adjusts, refocuses, and lets the arrow fly. So, Sagittarians, whether you're a classic wanderer, a spiritual philosopher, or just someone who reads horoscopes for fun and then accidentally awakens their kundalini, I welcome you. You're not just watching a video. You're crossing a threshold. And if you're still here, it's because deep down, you already knew. You are the seeker, the chosen one, and your time has finally come. Let's talk about what's really happening beneath the surface right now. And no, it's not just bad sleep and overly philosophical chats with your barista. If you've recently found yourself wide awake at 2 a.m. pondering the meaning of life after hearing a dog bark 3 blocks away, congratulations, you're not broken. You're just tuned in. These so-called symptoms aren't signs of collapse, they're signs of alignment. What you're experiencing is energetic sensitivity. Your system is responding to a massive cosmic shift, and because you're Sagittarius, you're feeling it first and feeling it loud. Think of it like this: the veil is thin, your intuition is sharp, and your dream life may now include everything from ancient temples to oddly emotional karaoke sessions with your ex. Why? Because your subconscious is trying to clear space. This is the psychological equivalent of Marie Kondoing your inner world. Only instead of tossing out old socks, you're purging outdated beliefs and unresolved feelings that have been squatting rent-free in your energetic field since 2006. Now let's talk about June 24th, the day Jupiter, yes, your ruling planet, goes full-on dramatic and enters the heart of the Sun in a rare Kazimi alignment at 4 degrees Cancer. This is no small event. Jupiter in Kazimi doesn't whisper, it booms. Emotional optimism skyrockets, hearts swell, and you may find yourself sobbing to a commercial about dental insurance. It's okay. That animated tooth had a surprisingly compelling story arc. This is a time when your inner truth wants to be broadcast, but here's a Buddhist nudge: not everything that can be said should be said out loud or all at once. Speak your truth, yes, but let it be seasoned with wisdom, not just volume. Then, as if that wasn't enough, June 25th brings the Cancer new moon, also at 4°, yes, the same degree as the Kazimi. This is rare, potent, and symbolic of a full-on emotional reboot. Think of it as a cosmic double-click on the reset button. This energy is intensely personal. It's about coming home to yourself, redefining what safety, comfort, and belonging really mean. But because you're Sagittarius, you'll also want to leap toward the stars while you do it. That's okay. Do both. Ground and dream. Feel and leap. Thankfully, Mars in Virgo shows up to be the cosmic adult in the room. He's the friend who says, "I love your vision. Now let's make a spreadsheet." Use this energy to turn your wild intentions into actual steps. Dust off that vision board. Declutter your desktop. You don't have to plan your entire life, but maybe, just maybe, this is the week you finally figure out what that manifestation candle was actually for. So if your life feels like a blend of mysticism, emotional roller coasters, and random urges to declutter your soul, you're doing it right. This is the work. This is the portal. And if you're still riding the wave, it means you're not just surviving the shift. You're embodying it. Let's get real, Sagittarius. If lately you've been getting random flashes of insight, hearing your own thoughts louder than usual, or feeling like you're receiving downloads from some intergalactic group chat, that's not just your imagination. That's your intuition going through an upgrade. You might feel like you're suddenly the star of a mystic Netflix series, complete with plot twists and prophetic dream sequences. But in reality, what you're experiencing is a shift into theta brainwave states, those deep meditative frequencies that typically show up during trance, deep prayer, or right before you fall asleep, except now, they're showing up while you're folding laundry or ordering tacos. Welcome to what I like to call spiritual Wi-Fi, Sagittarius edition. No mushrooms required. Just a sharp mind, an open heart, and probably a playlist of 528 Hz frequencies. Now, while your intuition is tuning up, your body's not just watching from the sidelines. Oh no, your cells got the memo too. Some of you might be wondering why the lights feel brighter, your ears are ringing like you just left a concert, or why you woke up with an intense craving for mangoes at 3 a.m. You're not broken, you're being updated. This is a full-on cellular upgrade, like installing a new operating system for your soul. Side effects may include spontaneous gratitude, the urge to reorganize your bookshelf by chakra, and tearing up at baby animal videos. Don't fight it. Flow with it. And just when you think you've gotten used to these upgrades, along comes June 26th, when Mercury waltzes into Leo like it owns the stage. This is your cue, Sagittarius. Fire signs unite, and storytelling becomes your superpower. Mercury in Leo invites bold expression, creative communication, and the chance to turn your latest spiritual realization into a one-person show. Just be careful, there's a fine line between wisdom sharing and full-on soapboxing. Yes, that dream where you were a galactic dolphin priestess probably had meaning. No, your roommate doesn't need a slideshow about it during dinner. Share what's true, but with humor, heart, and humility. After all, spiritual growth is important, but so is knowing when to land the punchline. This phase of the portal is less about doing and more about being present, being real, and being willing to laugh at your own mystical process. You're not just waking up, you're glowing up. As we move deeper into the final days of June 2025, Sagittarius, the cosmos hands you a powerful toolkit, but it comes with a little note attached: use with wisdom. On June 27th, Mercury forms a stabilizing trine with Saturn, and this, my friend, is where vision meets structure. All those passionate sparks flying around in your mind? Now's the time to give them a home. Fire, after all, needs a container. Otherwise, it's just smoke and scorched potential. Whether you've been dreaming of writing that book, launching that big-hearted business, or simply sticking to a journaling practice for more than 3 days, this is your chance to make it real. Saturn may not bring fireworks, but it does bring discipline, follow-through, and the oddly satisfying feeling of finishing what you started. Then comes June 28th, and Mercury trines Neptune, opening the doors to imagination, creativity, and soul-level communication. This is where your voice turns golden. You're not just tossing words into the void, you're rechanneling meaning, transmitting something deeper. Neptune adds a spiritual shimmer, making your message feel more like a calling than a conversation. It's not just storytelling, it's storytelling that heals, inspires, and maybe even makes someone cry in the Trader Joe's parking lot. Been there. No judgment. If you felt like your purpose has been knocking but you're still fumbling with the doorknob, this is the day to let it in. Your voice matters. Let it sing. But of course, no transformation is complete without a final boss battle. On June 29th, Mercury opposes Pluto, and things get intense fast. Conversations might go deep, sharp, or nuclear. You may be tempted to drop a truth bomb so hard it takes out the bridge and the emotional infrastructure of whoever's standing nearby. But hold up. This is not the moment to confuse raw emotion with righteous truth. Pluto invites shadow work, not shouting matches. So instead of letting your Sagittarian fire scorch everything in sight, remember a little Buddhist wisdom: speak only when your words are more beautiful than silence. This is the art of the Dharma sword, cutting through illusion, not people. So as these final alignments unfold, ask yourself, what do I truly need to say, and how can I say it with clarity, courage, and compassion? The universe is listening. Make it count. Alright Sagittarius, lean in because we need to talk about what's been going on behind the scenes of your reality lately. If you've been seeing repeating numbers like 1111 or 555, if your phone glitches every time you try to text someone from your past, or you keep having strange déjà vu in places you've never been, you're not going crazy. You're just catching glimpses of what I like to call the Matrix whispering. And while that might sound like the plot of a sci-fi reboot, it's very real in energetic terms. These signs are cosmic nudges, breadcrumbs along the path of consciousness, letting you know, you're in a portal. You're not where you used to be, but you're not quite where you're going yet either. For Sagittarians, this can feel both exciting and deeply weird. I mean, what else would you expect from a sign that's half philosopher, half mythical centaur, and fully allergic to boredom? But here's the thing: navigating dimensions isn't always cute. Sometimes it's confusing. Sometimes your ex does text during Mercury retrograde, not because they've changed, but because the universe is testing your growth. Again. And no, you don't need to explain any of this to your accountant. Just smile, file your taxes, and keep tracking those synchronicities. Now, let's be real, most people are going to miss this portal completely. They'll shrug off the fatigue, the vivid dreams, the cosmic breadcrumbs, and call it just stress or burnout or, my personal favorite, Mercury doing its thing. But not you. You're a chosen one, Sagittarius. You don't sleep through celestial shifts, you are the shift. You're the friend people call when they don't understand why they're crying in the shower to a lo-fi playlist. You're the human wake-up call wrapped in humor, depth, and a travel mug full of spiritual wisdom. That said, a few warnings from the field. First, please resist the urge to post every download, vision, and cosmic insight you've had this week on Facebook. Unless you're really craving your aunt's Bible verses in the comment section. Not everyone's meant to come with you on this part of the journey, and that's okay. Second, don't bypass your shadow work just because the vibe is high. You've got to feel it to free it, even if it's messy. And third, don't ghost reality. Yes, your spiritual self is expanding, but that rent is still due on the 1st. Balance the mystic and the mundane, it's the Sagittarius way. So how do you actually navigate this portal with grace, and a little swagger? Here's your cheat sheet. June 24th, Jupiter Kazimi, tap into joy. Even if the world feels wild, light a candle, laugh deeply, and let emotional warmth flood in. Create your sacred space even if it's just a chair with incense, tea, and your favorite meme page open. June 25th, Cancer new moon, set intentions that are both brave and heartfelt. Think dream big, but also think what feels like home to my soul. June 26 plus, Mercury in Leo, find your voice. Speak boldly. Tell your story. Just maybe, leave the PowerPoint presentation at home unless absolutely necessary. June 27th to 28th, Mercury trines to Saturn and Neptune, this is the magic meets discipline moment. Use it. Put structure behind your vision. Align your inspiration with real-world momentum. June 29th, Mercury opposite Pluto, speak truth, but do it with integrity. Don't drop bombs. Wield your words like a Dharma sword, sharp, clean, and with compassion. And remember, this isn't the end of your journey, it's the midpoint. This portal echoes the themes from the March 14th lunar eclipse and sets you up for the September equinox. Think of it as your spiritual training montage, music swelling, shadow work intensifying, and the inner glow up getting real. You may not be flying yet, but you're stretching your wings. This is when the pieces come together. So what happens after the portal? Honestly, life might still look the same, but you won't be. Confidence will start to rise. Your purpose will sharpen. Old relationships may fade while new soul-aligned connections arrive. You won't just walk differently, you'll move differently. Because you're syncing up with your highest timeline. Rent is still real. Yes, but now you're paying it with purpose and alignment. Let's wrap this up with what I hope lands in your heart. This isn't a passing vibe or a motivational meme. It's a vault. A cosmic catapult. And you, Sagittarius, were never meant to stay grounded. You are the mythic centaur galloping through dimensions with a flaming arrow of truth in hand. You are wisdom in motion. Spirit in sneakers. Don't walk through this portal leap. So go live your life, Sag. Travel. Dance. Say yes to the big adventure. Laugh too loud. Cry when it's real. Tell stories that matter. And remember, you're not just part of the cosmos. The cosmos moves through you. If this message lit something up inside you, don't keep it to yourself. Like this video. Share it with your fellow wanderers. And hit that subscribe button so you never miss another drop of divine timing. This is Zodiac Talks Tarot, and I'll see you on the other side.